Welcome to Tech Learners. In today's lecture, we will learn Java literals. So what are literals? Literals are data items that are fixed, or we can say these are the fixed data values that are assigned to variables in the Java program. So what are the examples of the literals? For example, 45, a character A, 45.67, this is a decimal value, or we can use a string. So we can use character, integer, decimal, string value. These are all the examples of the literals, data values that we assigned to variables. Now let's see what are the types of literals. Java provides 6 major types of literals, starting from the one integer literals. These are the integer values, for example 45. Next is the floating literals, the decimal values like 45.67. Then we have boolean literals. These are the two values, true and false. Then we have character literals. For example, this is A enclosed in single quotes. Then we have string literals, any combination of characters. And lastly, we have the null literal. So this is a single value that is null. Let's see very quickly what are integer literals. These are the whole numbers, integers. You can write them negative integers as well as positive integers, for example 45 and 67. So there are three types of integer literals. So one with the decimal base. Decimal base contains digits from 0 to 9. So you can have digits from 0 to 9. So these are decimal bases. Next is octal base. Octal base has digits from 0 to 7. That contains digits from 0 to 7. Now to have a literal in octal base, we must precede the value with a 0. So remember, this 34 is a decimal base, but 034 will be a octal base. We will see this in a program. Then next is hexadecimal base. So hexadecimal base, in hexadecimal base we have digits from 0 to 9 and alphabets from A to F. So this is preceded by 0x. So each value of the decimal base is preceded by 0x. So these are the examples of the hexadecimal bases. So now let's see them in a program. So this is a simple program. I have created a program class with Java literals, and I have created a main function in this. So I have declared an integer decimal with decimal base. So this is 45. So you can see the literal 45. This is the integer literal with decimal base. Next I have declared a variable in which I have used octal base literal. Remember, I have preceded this with 0. And next is hexa decimal base integer. I have taken a variable and I have preceded it with the 0 and x. And remember the valid digits from 0 to 9 and from A to F. Now let's see the output of these three variables. So what will be the output of these three variables? Can see the first one is 45. Okay, remember the second was I have written 045. That was not actually the decimal. This was the octal value of 45. So this is the octal value of 4537. And lastly, I have mentioned the 4 then A with the hexadecimal value. So this is 74 into the hexadecimal. This is how you can use the integer literals, either in decimal or in octal or in hexadecimal basis. Now let's talk about our next category. The next category is floating literal. These are the real decimal numbers. You can write them in the form of a float, or you can write them as a decimal number. So we will assign these literals, floating literals, with floating data types, float and double. I have made a separate video for the data types. If you want to learn about data types in detail, please watch my video on Java data types. So let's see how we can use these floating values into the program, floating literals. So these are the floating literals. Right, so this is float. 45.5 decimal. Remember, in the float literal we need to write f in the end, and if we are making a double literal, so we need to write d in the end. We can also use the exponent. So this is how we can use the floating literals, the decimal values, and this e, this indicates the exponent value, e to the power. Now let's see the output of these three literals. So you can see, right, this is 45.5, then next was this 34.34, and last is the decimal double value. So this is how we can use the decimal floating point literals, right? The next category, let's talk about the next category. Next category is Boolean literals, so which has only true values, either true or false. So we use these Boolean literals with the Boolean variables, with the Boolean data types. So these are our two Boolean data types. These are two Boolean. One is bool t, I have written the variable with literal true. Another is bool f with literal false. As we know that Boolean literals can have only two values, either true or false. So let's see the output of these values. Yes, you can see true or false. This is the output of the Boolean literals. The next category is the character literals. In the character, you can specify two types of literals, either simple character literals or in the form of escape sequences. Basically, character literals are one character that is enclosed in single quotes, or the second way is the escape sequence, which have some special meaning. For example, \n has a meaning new line, \t has a meaning tab space, and this is the ASCII code, so of the bracket, curly bracket. So let's see the examples of these character literals and escape sequences into the program. So I have declared a few character variables. Let's see these character. One is single quote A. You can write small letters, small cases, or capital also. Then this is char chb. I have written an integer 66, but remember, this is not actually integer. This is the ASCII code of some character, right? So this is one way. You can direct specify the character, or you can specify the ASCII code of the character. Next is, this is the escape sequence \n, and this is also the escape sequence having the special meaning of the curly bracket. I have printed these values, so let's see what are the output of these values. So let me compile and let me execute this. So you can see, right, this was the first A, and then I had written just the ASCII code 66, that is for the capital B. It starts from 65 capital A, then 66 capital B, and then I have written escape sequence. If you remember, I have written the message, this is escape sequence, then \n, so it gives a new line. So I have just come on to the new line and the remaining message, and the last one, the ASCII code for the curly bracket. So this is how we can use the character literals. Let's talk about the next category, which is of the string literal. Basically, this is the multiple characters enclosed in double quotes. For example, you can also use single character and you can also use the multiple characters. So let's see the string, the example of the string literals. Obviously, the string literals will be assigned to string variables and using the string data type. So this is, I have created one string with single character, but it is enclosed by the double quotes. That means it is a string literal. It behaves as a string literal. And then this is a complete message. This is tech learners. You are learning the Java language onto tech learners. I have printed these two values. Before I'll show you the output of this. Let's talk about the last literal also. This is the null literal. This is only one, that is null value itself. Basically, it means that it contains nothing, that is a null. Obviously the null value can be used with a string, can also be used with a character. I have used with a string variable. So null, and then I have printed this is, okay, remember this is, and then the variable. So here we should get null, and then thank you is just a message. Now let's see the output of these string literals and the null literal. So you can see, yes, this is the string literal A, this is the complete character combination, this is tech learners, and in the last I have used the null literal. So if you see, this is was the message, then the variable, this is printing null value, and lastly thank you. So this is how we have covered all the literals in this single program. If you have any query, any comment, you are feel free, any questions, so you are feel free, please feel free to comment onto the comment box. And for other topics, I have already made the videos like Java data types, Java tokens. So please go to the channel, subscribe the channel, and watch all the videos. I hope you will learn some quality Java programming. Thank you so much.